Hello, Africa. Hello, Nigeria. Hello, the rest of the world. Once again, this is your boy, Dr. 96, aka The Realist. This is my mega pleasure and wonderful opportunity to be on here today to discuss another very vital, crucial, and sensitive issue currently going on in our dear country, Nigeria. But before I proceed on, I would like to use this opportunity to advise all my viewers to be real in all your endeavor. Always try and aspire and make conscious effort to be real at all times, because in doing this, that is the only way you can ensure your guarantee happiness. Well, today I just want to use this opportunity to discuss about the arrest of the EFCC chairman in person of Magu by DSS. I think this is a clear indication of a monumental failure on the part of the present regime in Nigeria, that is on the part of the present government. EFCC, as we are made to be known, supposed to be an independent body that should be an avenue or state instrument to fight corrupt practices. EFCC simply means Economic and Financial Crime Commission. And if the hunter that is made or that is employed to hunt the thieves are now found to be the thieves in the society, then what kind of society are we running? So the arrest of the EFCC chairman by the Directorate of State Services, DSS, was centered on two reasons. First and foremost, it was alleged that the EFCC chairman in person of Magu was using a third party to siphon and to launder money abroad. And secondly, Magu was accused of living a luxurious and extravagant lifestyle beyond his means. I think this is a big shame to Magu. This is a big shame to those who appointed Magu, because it is very, very critical that sensitive position should not be based on politics or tribal sentiments. But what we are practicing in Nigeria is a lot of nepotism and bigotry. In a situation where one particular ethnic group believe that it is their fundamental right to hold every key and sensitive position in society or in a country, I think this is always the result, because at the end of the day, incompetent and unqualified people who will be made or elect or appoint to a position where they could not function. However, if Magu, the head of Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, is found to be involved in corrupt practices, how are we sure? What are the positive indications that this organization has been fighting corruption in the last few years he has been appointed? Because they said if the center is destroyed, then it will affect a lot of things. That is, the center should be the pivot, should be the center of gravity, should be the body to hold the position in equilibrium. So if Magu, who is responsible by the virtue of job description to fight corrupt individuals in Nigeria, if he himself has been found culpable of corrupt practices, then what is the fate of this government in fighting corruption? I believe this present government is enjoying a lot of immunity. They are enjoying a lot of veto because the people who are supposed to be the mouthpiece of the people are too silent. The people who are supposed to represent the interest of the masses, who are supposed to be voice of the masses to challenge every atrocity in society, they are now part of the government that is so irresponsible in nature. Our religious leaders, our community leaders, who are kings, who are supposed to be people to organize their constituency, to organize people in their various community, to agitate, to fight against corruption. They have been directly or indirectly involved in corrupt practices too, because in a situation where the government of the day is paying the salary of the kings, then you can challenge your boss automatically and systematically, directly or indirectly. The government has become the boss of the kingmakers, of the kings. And secondly, in a situation whereby most of our prominent religious leaders in the country, they are enjoying tax waivers from the government. They are enjoying a lot of incentives from the government. Then, directly or indirectly, they've sold their birthright, they've sold their voice, they've sold their conscience to the government. And it is common practice that you cannot bite a finger that is feeding you. It's because a lot of people who are supposed to be mouthpiece of the people, they have sold their dignity, they have sold their image in the mud. Who and who now should challenge this government? Because this is a government that came into power with a slogan to fight and destroy corruption and corrupt practices. And by virtue of what is going around this government, it has been clearly and conspicuously understood that this is one of the most corrupt governments Nigeria has ever had. So my question now is this: if Magu is charged and eventually found guilty of corrupt practices, then how do we go back onto various corruption cases which Magu has handled in the past? Because it is clear that a corrupt person must surely bias in his judgment. A corrupt person could be easily influenced. This government should find a way. When I mean a way, this government should apologize to Nigerians for misleading Nigerians and for forcing a wrong images and information on Nigerians. This is really bad. When corruption has become a partisan politics, when you are, according to Omoyele Sowore, when you are fighting corrupt cases involve opposition with insecticide, and you are using a deodorant to fight corruption involving a party loyalist, how could we arrive, or how could we resolve and eradicate corruption completely in the society when fighting corruption has become a one-sided affair? If you are for the government of the day, corruption fighting does not apply to you. But if you are an opposition, then the heavyweight of corruption investigation will fall on you. We need a better society. We need a better organization. We need a better presidency. We need a better instrument of states. If the head is corrupt, definitely the whole body is corrupt, because when a fish gets rotten, it started from the head. So if Magu is alleged of corrupt practices, that is to say, the entire EFCC is an embodiment of corruption, and as such a parastatal should not be seen as a reliable or genuine or an authentic instrument of states to fight corruption. We need to do better. The government of the day need to do better. They need to be sincere, and they need to be sincere in dealing with the masses and the public, and they need to apologize as a matter of urgency to Nigerians for giving Nigerians a worse head of EFCC. In my conclusion, since EFCC has been found to be a corrupt sector, and if DSS is probing and assessing the corrupt practices of EFCC, then which organization, which body will examine the corruption in DSS? Which body will evaluate how corrupt DSS is? Because every architect, every segment, every department of Nigeria under this present administration, under Muhammadu Buhari, is completely corrupt. So my question now is, who is to probe the DSS? Waiting for a response, waiting for an answer via comments. Thank you. I'm done for today. This is your boy, Dr. 96, aka The Realist. Be real to yourself. Be a true and genuine and authentic version of yourself. Be real in life. What goes around must surely go. What's in life, what goes around must surely come around. Whatever you do today, tomorrow your reward is waiting for you. So it is better we are conscious of law of sowing and harvesting. Whatever you sow today, you must reap tomorrow, and you are not going to reap in the same quantity at which you have sowed. So it is better to sow a good seed for you to have a good reward tomorrow. Thank you. God bless you. Peace and love till I come your way another day. Bye for now.